Yo, what's up, world? This is Danny Quest. I'm here with Sterlin Luxan at the Marriott in Washington, D.C. Just finishing up with LibertyCon. Unfortunately, I missed it yesterday because of transportation travels. American Airlines, you owe me my bag. We'll find it. It's still in Baltimore. We wanted to talk about crypto anarchy, the libertarian movement, Sterlin's debate yesterday with Peter Schiff, the infamous crypto hater. But first off, for anybody that doesn't know, this is Sterlin Luxan. He's an absolutely amazing individual. I respect this guy so much. He's done so much work in the anarchist community. For anybody that doesn't know, just in case, I think everybody should know who you are, but just tell them a little bit about what it is that you do.
Sure, yeah, thanks, Danny. So my main shtick right now is I work for Bitcoin.com. I work very closely with Roger Ver, our CEO. We have a great team, awesome people. My specific role in the company is the communications ambassador. So I literally go to conferences and I educate people on crypto, on Bitcoin, on voluntarism, on anarchism, and it's been a great ride. So I just go to conferences, do keynote presentations, I do a lot of panels, and I just now started doing debates, which was not generally my cup of tea, but I got good feedback on our debate with Peter Schiff, so awesome. It turned out really well.
Awesome. Well, let's segue that then. Yes, right. The big event yesterday that I wanted to catch was Sterlin's debate with Peter Schiff, who is a notorious crypto hater, one percenter, libertarian capitalist, and it's really interesting to me as a crypto anarchist and somebody whose sole mission in life is to destroy the Federal Reserve to see these people in an institution sponsored by things like the Cato Institute, Koch brothers, to actually have Sterling here to present a debate on cryptographic currencies and the implications of that. I also missed Daniel Johnson's How to Defund the Government. I want to catch that later. But Sterling, go ahead and tell us a little bit about the event, the debate, how you think it went, and what do you think? Well, we'll segue after that into one more question.
Sure. No worries. So the event, LibertyCon, all in all, went amazing. This was my first Students for Liberty event, and I didn't get to check out a whole lot of the talks because of my preparation for the debate, which is fine, but everything else that I've been to here has been fantastic. The dinners have been fantastic, and everybody's been super nice. My debate with Peter Schiff went fantastically well. I'm really happy with how that debate turned out. There are a few things I'm a little upset about. I didn't get to make as many points as I thought I should have been able to make because there was an issue where Peter got asked a question a second time and he went on his typical routine, his sort of anti-crypto mentality that crypto is going to crash. Every cryptocurrency is going to go to zero and cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value. But the points that he did make that I thought were most important, I took my time to refute those points specifically, one point at a time. And just to give an example of one thing that happened during the debate, so Peter Schiff has, like I said, has always considered the idea that cryptocurrencies don't have any intrinsic value. So that was the very first thing I did in my opening statement, was I remember that he said that so many times, so I refuted the idea that intrinsic value actually exists. Right. So, and just for anybody who's unfamiliar with that argument, it basically goes like this. Intrinsic value doesn't exist because value is determined in a market environment by market actors. It is subjectively valued based on personal contexts and individual situations. And how this works on a market is once an item is valued by individuals, it goes through this tug of war of supply and demand on a market end, and it determines the price or the exchange ratio of that given item, and this is what the Austrian economists refer to as catallaxy. So I went through and I explained in very vivid detail that I agree with Peter Schiff that cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value, but neither does gold, neither does silver, neither does food, neither does water, neither does this building that we're standing in right now. Anyway, I made that argument right off the bat and refuted his ideas of intrinsic value, and he didn't even address them in his very first opening statement. He basically just went through and kind of ignored them. I mean, he tried to make the claim, I think, that intrinsic value is maybe a property of utility, like if a commodity exists on a market, it has uses, like you can make a chain out of your gold in jewelry making, or you can use it in dentistry, etc. But that's that's not all these folks, and Peter Schiff included, generally mean when they say intrinsic value. They try to suggest that it must just have physical property to take up tangible space, and that's not true whatsoever. There are commodities that are totally digital, like internet bandwidth is a commodity that's traded on a market in similar units. So that's their thinking on the matter, and I think that's totally erroneous. But the debate went well overall as a result of that.
I like it. I like it. I think to suggest that crypto has no utility, that just hits me the wrong way, because that's what it is. It is a utility. It has a practical use for the exchange of value. Like, that's what we want, is a non-third party decentralized exchange of value. That is the utility, Peter. Oh my God.
Right.
All right, so I missed the event. It went well, I'm sure. We actually had an anarchy table. We wanted to promote anarchy at the Libertarian Conference, but we got kicked out, unfortunately. So that didn't work. But there is a lot of great libertarian people out here still practicing the non-aggression principle, still promoting the taxation and stuff, still promoting to end the Fed. So I've met a lot of awesome people since I've been here last night. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen now? Let's segue into the future a little bit.
Okay.
What are your future projects that you're working on? Where can everybody follow you? And what do you see happening in the broader crypto anarchy movement for 2018?
Yeah, so we'll talk about the broader crypto anarchy movement for 2018. What I see is a continuation of building the broader conference circuit. I see a lot more people getting interested in maybe having crypto anarchy specific conferences and focusing more on the independence and freedom aspect. I don't want to mention names or event names, because I don't want to throw anybody under the bridge, right? They may want to keep that secret. But I did just get invited to a potential event that's about to crop up that's going to be focused on more of the crypto anarchy aspect rather than just the cryptocurrency aspect. And I think this is really important, because people have a tendency to focus on this notion that they have to accumulate vast amounts of wealth with crypto. And I think that's great, that's good, it gives us more freedom, but that's not the original intention or purpose of cryptocurrency. The intention of cryptocurrency is to undermine the central parties, abolish the state, bring back privacy, freedom, anonymity, and security to the individual, especially in his technological devices. That's really important. As far as the year is concerned, I think there's also going to be greater adoption of Bitcoin Cash. I think we're going to continue to see the infrastructure built up via Bitcoin Cash. And for instance, BitPay just announced that you can now top off your BitPay card with Bitcoin Cash. So I think we're going to continue seeing companies move into the Bitcoin Cash sector, because it's just easier to use. It's super fast because of the larger block sizes, and the confirmation times are a lot faster. So that's another thing I see as we move into the future.
Awesome, man. That's great. And where can everybody catch you? What's your social networks? I know Bitcoin.com. Definitely Bitcoin.com. You can find a lot of Sterlin's work there. Social networks. Where else? Where are you going to be next? Where are you headed now?
Let's see. I'm going to be headed to the Bahamas in 3 days. I'm meeting Roger. We're going to a conference called Deltec. It's like a legacy financial conference. So it's people who have been embedded in the system that maybe haven't had contact with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, know much about it. So him and he's doing a keynote, and I'm going to be running the booth. So we're going to work together to educate a lot of these folks on what cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is. It's going to be an important event. And if anybody's looking, wants to know how to find me, you can find me on Facebook at Sterlin Luxan, Luxan. Of course, you can find me on Bitcoin.com in the news section and a lot of different other sections. You can find me on Psychologic-Anarchist on Facebook, and Psychologic-Anarchist.com is my personal website, where I work to help people understand the implications of anarchism from a psychological perspective.
Great, man. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
This is Danny Quest, man. Crypto World Anarchy, Sterlin Luxan. Thank you, world, for being here, man. God bless. Peace. Thanks, dude.